Brennan, what's up, buddy? Welcome, welcome. Back at it indeed. Back at it indeed. I missed you. Missed you guys. Just a little bit, not too crazy. What you been up to, man? Xmas stuff done? I do not blame you. I do not blame you. Aw, thanks, buddy. Ooh, that was nice. That was really nice. Well, sweet. Brennan, I'm gonna make you a mod. Add as a moderator. That way I can see your name a little bit more, because if it's not blue, it's easier for me to skip over. So you don't have to do mod type duties if you don't want to. Oh, no. I prefer doing it to those who don't. Don't ask. Jace is here. Potato says hello. I didn't know potatoes could talk. Is that a new thing? With all these new technologies, I don't doubt they figure out certain stuff like that. Did you know potatoes actually talk? Drop the X. Yeah, making an arrowhead. Yep. Am indeed making an arrowhead. Big time, Mr. Dropper. Brennan, can you guess whose boppers I have today? Any guesses? Looking good. Thanks, Mr. Johnny boy. This is a part of your box here, buddy. I feel very unworthy for you sending these things over the past year. Incredibly unworthy. But I'm hoping to completely make it up to you. So you'll have to stay tuned. Might have to wait till February, but it'll happen. But I should get your box complete by tomorrow, I think. It's supposed to be cold tomorrow. Somebody said it gets down to like 20 something here in Alabama. Ugh, that's rough. Cold. Nice carving, thank you. I've never known how to respond to that because it's not carving per se. I guess it's more chipping than anything. But in a way, I am kind of carving it too, just not in the conventional way that you think of. But thank you. Yeah, I know every time that's said, it's meant very well. So thank you. Oh boy, that was a good one. Please what? 4 degrees is crazy. We had 4 today, poor homeless. Oh man. Yeah, 4 is bad. No thank you. No thank you. You can have that, Brennan. No. Just no. You can have every last lick of that weather. I don't want it. You can have it. You can have it. Just keep us pets warm. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's livable, you know. You can get through it. You'll live. Ain't no fun. At least for me, it ain't no fun. Ain't no fun at all. Alright, so getting the base a little thinner. What's up, y'all? We got quite a number in here already. Timothy, what's up, Mr. Tim? Howdy doody. Now this may not work how I want it to. At all. And it didn't. There's basically like some coral, vacant coral shoots here. Everything else is sweet. It's just that one little area. See if we can't find us a groove, a lane to work. Cut around it. All right, a little bit. Phil says hello. Type of stone, it's coral. It is coral. How do you get started napping? Where do I get the tools? All right, great question. Great question. How to get started is you go outside of your house and you find a rock. That rock may not be nappable, but at least, you know, you found a rock. To put it plain and simple, you found a rock. Now, when it comes to tools, I've tried various tools. You can use a rock as a bopper, but if you want to step it up, I've tried 3 sets. One from Flintknappingsupplies.com, one from Mike Tufts on Facebook, and thirdly from Richard White. His boppers are the one I'm using right now. And if I had to choose which one I like the best, well, these are fairly newer to me. I like them all for various purposes. Right now I hope not to make people mad or upset or anything like that. Right now, I would say my favorite boppers for thinning smaller pieces are Richard White's. For thinning a little larger than this, Mike Tufts. And just for beat around the bush, kind of, you know, just wear and tear kind of boppers, the Flintknapping Supplies does well. As for stone, there's various people who sell stone. Some people we need to watch out for, like this Johnny Harris in the chat. I tell you, better watch out. I'm joking. John's my buddy. But I would go to Facebook. Honestly and truly, if you're trying to get started, go to Facebook. If you don't have a Facebook, make one. Then go to the Flintknapping groups and join them. There'll be people selling, there'll be people showing, and that can get you inspired to start. And you can post all your little updates like, this is the first point I've made, and they'll encourage you and lift you up. That would be my advice. And you can honestly post on there like, hey, what are the best tools to go with? And there'll probably be 1,000 guys say, buy my tools, buy my tools. But anyways, yeah, Facebook groups would be good for you. Help you see what's available, you know, what things have gone for price-wise in times past. That's my suggestion. Snyder's here. What's up, Snides? Flintham Spline. Absolutely. Danny. I don't know. I don't know, Snides. Been missing you guys. I've been away for a little bit. Just a little bit, not too long. Not too long. I hope. I have done obsidian. Mr. Alan Cole shipped me some obsidian a couple months ago. Man, it has been a while. Time absolutely flies. Still got some around here. But yes, I have. I don't work the slabs though. Unless they meet 2 qualifications. They're percussion slabs and they're given to me somehow, some way. Probably wouldn't just go out and get them. No way, Mr. Danny. Danny. Danny Collins is another cool channel to go check out if you're into Flintknapping. For sure. Well, this is getting pretty thin, John. $25 degrees. Oh yeah, garage warm by Igloo Bama stuff. You best believe. Don't worry, I haven't heated anything recently. Meaning in the past week. It's been a crazy week, guys. It really has. But I got some stuff that should work good. Don't you worry. Again, I don't do that, John. I just do not sell or give my coastal away. But you've been so kind, like I can't not do it. You know what I mean? So I'm happy it's going to. You get to try out some of our stuff. It'll work out. It'll work out. Because like coral, it's just got so much variation, the Bama stuff. I thought I saw Marty in here. Where do you go? Jake and what's up? What's up? How we doing today? Marty. Is Marty throwing a party today? What's the dealio? $5.50. Oh boy. There's no telling what it gave you. I can't even remember, John. What just happened? Something just happened. Marshall noticed it too. Was it? Oh, it was that. I think it was that. He did not hate it. Hoosiers here. What's up? Deep purple. What? That's a nice deep purple. That's the one that has the most fossils. Oh yeah, see that's true. That's true. Tommy Taylor, man. Oh wow. All right, we're getting the crew in here today. I am back. Yep. Sure am. I sure am. After a seemingly super long hiatus of 3 days, I have made it back. I have indeed. I have indeed. And if your point has not shown up to your house, it is either A, the post office's fault, or B, it'll get shipped tomorrow. So if you've had a recent point purchase in the past, like later in last week, forgive me. I either haven't been home, haven't been on my phone, or had 1,000 other things to do. But at least you know I'm good for it, so. Tommy. Yeah, I'm gonna ship even the point I make today and sell, I'm gonna ship tomorrow. All the boxes will be shipped tomorrow. It's been a long time coming for that, so those will be shipped tomorrow. The only aggravating part is, like I was telling everybody, it's gonna be 22 degrees here tomorrow. It's gonna be freezing. Not like all day, but like the high will be 40 probably. Brutal. Be out here shivering. Out here absolutely shivering. But gotta do it. Gotst to do it. All right. Now I can either hike that joker up, or I can bring this joker down. I like the idea of just moseying this thing over. Because who said I can't? Also trying out some new boppers. Mr. Mike, if you're in the comment section, just forgive me. I got yours and these the same day, or bought them the same day. These are from Richard White. Trying to see which boppers are gonna suit me the best. Not necessarily the boppers that are the best, but the ones that I think I'm gonna like the best. And so far, I like both of them. For sure. Actually, should have done this here. This one gets small. There's a absolutely, I mean, look at that. That is crazy small. This is like one of the smaller boppers I use from this set. Bruh. What? What? With this thing, you gotta be precise. That much is for sure. Which is good for me, I guess. Oh, howdy. What a bopper. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Ralph made it? Oh my goodness. I'm talking everybody's here. Oh, Ralph, you were here earlier. Sorry. I was thinking of Patriot. I haven't seen Patriot on here in a minute. Like a long time. Like a really long time. What's going on with him lately? Anybody know? Or is he in the chat and I just don't realize it? I'm gonna check it out, Snyder. I'm gonna check it out. Ooh. So thin there. Surprised it didn't just collapse. All right. Symmetry is better. Especially if I did that number there. That number right here. All right, I think everybody knows kind of what the dealio is with a point like this concerning the shape. I think we all know what's coming on this one. Plebeius! Oh man, I'm talking everybody's here tonight. Corbin's, oh yeah, this is crazy. What's up, guys? What's going on? We're about to make us a stellar point here once I find the right tool. There's my right tool. All right, let's make us a point. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm talking every last person is here. Maybe I should go away for longer next time. Is that what I need to do? Might be, might be. So we're gonna make a clay point, obviously. Big old clay point. We need a what? We all need a fix. A fix for what? Name a car for an edit. Ooh, name a car for an edit. A car? It had to be a car? Let's see. A Chevelle. How about a Chevelle? I like a Chevelle. Any year you want, man. A classic Chevelle. Alrighty. 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 I'm used to this one. What's this for? This is for Flintknapping and Arrowhead. Jared! Oh man, everybody's here. Yep, maybe this is cold. What? 70 SS Chevelle's pretty nice. Chevelle. So we're going for a clay point. And so somebody was asking, like, what is this? We're a Flintknapping, so we're taking a piece of rock and turning it into a blade or a spear of some kind. Kind of just whatever I'm feeling on that given day. And making an arrowhead from it. And these notches are what help for putting cordage and wrapping cordage around. Grab that bopper real quick. Put it back over here. And just fastening it on a handle, just like these have handles, right? These boppers have handles, you know, handle but for a knife, right? So same kind of idea. Oh, I love clay points. They just have a classic shape. They look like a Delta Wing B-2 bomber. Whatever you want to call it. They're just outright cool. Cooler than a Chevelle? That's a good question. I don't know. You like my art? Thank you. Thank you. I have worked obsidian. Absolutely. That's the only guy. Him and Alan Cole and Patriot are the only guys we're missing tonight. Like everybody else is active. We got the whole squad. And yes, there is a Flintknapping squad. That's exactly right. I bushwatch. Oh, Red Eye is here? Oh, man, see? Oh, wow. Just hiding in the shadows, huh? Man, or have I just missed you? I bet you've been hiding in the shadow. No, you have been here, man. Listen. I'll tell you what. Now the only guy we're missing is Alan Cole, and we'll have literally everybody that I think I can, except for Mike Mason. Where's Mike at? We got to figure out where Mike's at. Otherwise, we got the whole doggone crew. I could make that notch bigger. I'm not going to. I may later, though. Something right around in here. Looks about right to me. Watch Mike just pop out of nowhere on the channel. How's Patriot? I made one with that same basin notch just a while back. One of the last. Oh, no way. How you been, Red Eye? You been doing well? Have you been posting some videos we can check out? And I want to know the lore behind the red eye. I'm imagining you don't have red eyes in person. Could that be like a red dot for sake of like a scope? A red eye for like a red eye bass for fishing. A red eye for a movie reference. A red eye as an inside joke. I think I'd like to know. I haven't napped in 4 months. What? All right. Well, hey, I'll still check out the knife videos. Yeah, I want to know the lore behind the red eye. If it's not a secret, I'd like to know. I would like to know. What can I buy to do that? To do Flintknapping? Depending on where you live, you might have some local rock around that you don't have to buy anything. And you could literally just use deer antler bone or a hammer in your tool shed, or honestly, that's probably the cheapest way for people to get started. Take a hammer and find some rock. I mean, honestly. But if you're looking to kind of step up your game, I would go create a Facebook page, and there's something called groups, and just look up all the Flintknapping groups. There's people selling stuff, showing stuff off, new ideas, creative ways to do things, and flute and whatnot. That's what I'd do. Then you can actually post questions and be like, hey, like, what do I do? How do I start? Knife Rivers by far. Oh, what's up, Tradbo? Boy, howdy. If Mike Mason showed up, I think we'd have about everybody. No, because then Tomlinson. Man, we got a bunch of you guys. It's hard for me to keep up with all of you. You're like my little family. It's like I'm a teacher in grade school trying to remember everybody's name. What's your name again? Oh, yeah. Well, still early in the season. I'll remember it later. Good news is, well, I was going to say, well, I could easily remember your name, but like, I don't know any of your faces per se. Gold, what's going on? Oh, what's up, Ed? Oh, yeah, I let everybody know here. I've either been out of town the past few days via why I haven't streamed, or my family was here for a few days and wasn't able to do anything. So basically my answer to that, Ed, is if I haven't shipped it out already, which, again, getting together 20 boxes of chert, sifting through, getting them together, taping them up, printing out all that shit, and then retape to make, oh my goodness, doing that 20 times is awful. So it just takes a while. I live by myself. I wish my dog could help me out. But Ed, to answer your question, it'll be in the mail tomorrow. There's your answer. It'll be in the mail tomorrow. And then if it takes longer, you can blame the UPS because I'll send it priority mail. So don't worry too bad. Corbin, I napped one of Jake's flakes on a video the other day. Oh yeah, I gotta see that. I got to see that. And Marty, you ordered another box or two. I know you ordered at least one, so I think that's the box that I threw the harden in because I told you in one of the streams I'm gonna throw that orange harden in. But I did promise that orange harden to Tradbo, so now I gotta make another one for Tradbo. He's probably like, what? What, for me? Oh yeah, for you. Dockenstein is here, man. All right, yeah. So we got everybody on here. We got everybody. Two more boxes. All right, cool. I got 5, 6 built up so far. I got to ship out tomorrow. But I remember the one that I put your harden in. I'm pretty sure. Cool. All right, and I do have them like listed. I just haven't looked at them in a week. I go back to PayPal. I'm like, okay, now who paid me? Let me let me see. Let me see what's working on here. So that's gonna take me all day tomorrow. I'm gonna be so frustrated by the end of the day. Be like, shipping takes forever. Oh, I hate it. I need to pay somebody to do it for me. I don't enjoy it. Goodness, it takes forever for me. I don't like it. I want help. Help needed, help wanted. Please help. Oh, it's terrible. But at least you know I'm good for it. Lily says, I'm 8 years old, so don't, for what? Somebody want to start oh, no, thank you, Lily. No, thank you. Special napping tool. Yeah, I got this from Mike Tufts. This is just a hand pad. And then this is just a household nail, mostly. Lucas is here. All right, somebody take Lily off of here. It's a troll. Red icons for the name of the Leonard Skinners. Ah. Oh, no way. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Somebody, I'll just remove Lily. Yeah, okay, there you go. Yep, somebody couldn't even get there. If anybody ever comment. Corbin, oh man, talk about a roast. You get him, buddy. And technically, you got the last word too. Nice. High five. High five. Yeah, I wanted to time somebody. Yeah, we got Brennan as a mod now, so rocking in a roll. And oh man, that shape is awesome. That shape is awesome. All right, so what now? Well, what now is what we do now is what I'm joking. Take this joker here. Listener first time banner hammerer. I like that. That's nice. Extend that out a tad. This is going to be a sick clay point. I'm talking sick. Let's see. There's my file. Oh. The real question is, will it be translucent? Yeah. Fairly. I'd say fairly translucent is the correct description. Fairly. John, I'm trying to do your point justice, your material justice. Hey, John, you still liking that Noonan you got from me? The yellow one? And Dockenstein, I think it's Doc, got my humongous Noonan. Man, I love that thing. What a killer. Some killer Noonans there. Tradbo takes a... Is it gonna send? Sure, I don't have a good clay yet. Oh boy. Oh boy. Trying to build a collection, huh? All right, let's see. We loved anthropology. Anthropos in the Greek means man. Anthropology, I believe, should be the study of man. Which can either be a feudal study or it can be substantive, in my observation, depending on whether you're a nihilist, existentialist, or a believer. But also science isn't. Science can become concrete, but in certain things, you know, science is limited, right? So science can be analytical, but it can't be purposeful at times. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, it can't quantify reason. It's just kind of how it bees. So I don't know about anthropology. I don't know. I'm guessing that's what it is, based on my limited Greek knowledge. But study of man is nothing apart from God. That's my point of view. That's looking sweet. It's looking sweet, guys. Sweet, guys. All right, this is about to come to a nice conclusion here. A nice the end story on this clay point. So I asked about you earlier. Oh yeah, Mike's here, no way. Sarah's here. Sweet. All right. So I mentioned earlier that anthropology is futile if God not be in the equation. You want to know something else that's futile? Bidding on this point. I know that may sadden your heart. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. Because we have had I know, like, everybody's here. Like, if there was a time to auction something off, like, today's the day. I'm talking everybody's in the chat today. But, you know, Mr. John Harris has sent, like, probably 4 or 5 boxes over the past year, just, like, because whatever. So, like, I think he deserves not only a box of Coastal, but a nice clay to go with his Noonan. If he pays me $500, I'm joking. No, nah, this is going to you, buddy. This really is a good coral, and from your material too. First stream back. Now we got a killer clay. Going to none other than Mr. John. Well, there you go. Thin rascal too. Nice clay point. It's consistent. Thin. About perfect. Can't complain, Johnny boy. Oh yeah. You like it? All right. Well, I'm gonna ship it to you. Whew. All right. Which means I gotta make something else while everybody's here. Oh man, I forgot my Mountain Dew in yonder. Crud. Wait, who donated $2? Ed Gould for some hankies. Well, thanks, Ed. I am a young guy, so I don't know what hankies are, but you can tell me in the comments while I get my Mountain Dew really quick. All right, guys, listen up. Listen up, guys. Listen. Listen up. We got a ton of y'all in here. I've got my Mountain Dew ready to go. Listen up. Listen up. Here it is. Here it is. We got everybody in here. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to sell all 5 of these points tonight. These are ones I've had for 5 years. No, not 5 years. Whoa, not 5 years. 2 to 3 years, 2 years, this past year, 2 years, 2 years. Oh yeah. By the way, some of these graced the big Flintknapping calendar. The clay point, this one, and this bowling here. Yep. You're in March? Oh yeah, you did tell me that. Hold up, let me get this darn screw out of here. Oh, it's gonna be aggravating. Oh, I gotta hand twist it. It's a hand twister. Oh, come on now. Anyway, oh no. You were probably in. This was this year's. Unless you're talking about this year's. March, April. No, I think you're in next year's, aren't you? I think you're next year's. On the white page. This one? You might be in the you're in 20. This is 2025. This is March. You said March, right? Where you at? Are you in this one or next year's? Yeah, 2026. Yeah, see, yeah. I knew it. Anyways, yeah, so cool little calendar with clay point, and these are Coastal Plains shirt. And, we got everybody on here. I don't do this ever, so y'all are getting an absolute treat. You got 4 out of Coastal and 1 out of Coral. I'll start with a Coral one. This is one I made on stream. This is a doggone slick point right here. I'm talking slick. It is John Harris material. And I'll put this aside for now. It is slick. Translucent as you can get. Florida Coral. All right. And because it's a keeper, I'm wanting 150 for it. Because it is as symmetrical, as pointy, as sharp, as thin. I think it represents my best work. Noonan, spear. All right, we got Marty. And Marty, how I've been doing it, mine is if there's a couple who are interested, I'll get them to say yes. You were first. Hey, you know what? I don't see. All right, yeah. Marty, you got it. All right, 150. That's yours. All right. Man, I love that one so much too. Why did I go get my keepers, man? Why did I do that? I'm a dummy. Let me put this over here. All right, we got a few more. All right, this one's the humdinger. This is the one that's like really what put me on the map, I guess, was this point in 2023. It's Alabama Coastal, a huge clay point, thicker, but completely consistent, 0 hinges, ultra heated Coastal Plains shirt. It's the one that's in the book, or in the calendar. Ideally, I want 200 for it, but I understand that that's like a lot, so I may just move on to the other ones. But this one's a doggone smoker, and the fact that it's in that book, that little Flintknapping calendar. Let me see. Oh, where's it at? It's right here. Don't fall, please. Please don't fall. Don't fall, please. Please don't fall. There we go. Anyways, I do, Corbin, but that's yep. I gotta go to August. Or is it October? I think it's October. There we go. There she blows. Right yonder. Anyways, that's sweet. Yeah. So huge historic point for me. This is just kind of the one that got me on the map. And the blues and the red out of coastal, to find a coastal point this big, oh, you're hurting to find one. And classic clay, super sharp, super pointy. The old signature. Anyways, nobody wants it. I don't care. That's fine. But now is probably your only chance to get it if you were curious about it. But the lines are sharp. Although I kept it slightly thick, the lines are sharp. But just classic coastal there. Ultra superheated. Let me put that down somewheres. Marshall. Is it a liquor? Is it a liquor? Here. Here you go. He smells something. Huh? He smells something. Oh, if my dad was watching, he got a hint of what was up for Christmas. Oopsies. All right. Nobody wants that one. We got 2 bowling bevels. I'm wanting 125 for each. This is the one that's in the book. I should ask more, but I don't care. Alabama Coastal, thin and lightweight as a piece of paper. Purple, red. I think 125 is fair for that one. And then I got its buddy, its companion over here. Again, I put serrations on them along with the steep bevel. Forgive me, forgive me, had a phone call. This one I got at 125 as well. It's just the pressure work to do all that's not fun. Anyways, but if you want both of them, I'll do 200 for both. So I think that's a fair deal. Oh, shoot. Johnny said 200 for the clay? Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy. All right. All right. And this one was in the book. Take the bowler for 125. Do you want both of them for 200 or one for 125? Let me get I just can't physically do it all. Ugh, I need more hands. Just one. You want the pink one or the white one? The purplish pink red one was in the book. And the white one kind of has that snow cap, that Everest cap on the top. Which one you want? Oh, yeah. No way. Oh, boy. What am I doing with myself? I can't even move. I got 1,000 things. The one in the book? All right, I'll put it aside. Johnny boy with the clay. Man, he's getting my humdinger. All right, so we got 2 points left, it looks like. Dadgum, that Clear Noonan is a smoker, Marty. You're going to love that one. Kind of my cousin, Jake. All right, so we got this one at 125. Alabama Coastal is the strawberry fleck variety. Perfect bowling. Well, perfect is relative, you know me. Unless you, what's going on? Tommy Anderson, you just dropped in at the craziest sale I've ever had in my life. Ricky, dude, I had to end the call because like it sometimes like cuts off like my mic when you call, so I had to end the call really quick. Anyways, I'm selling my keeper points I've had for 3 years for sake of getting gifts for my mom and dad for Christmas. And anyways, I've sold a couple so far, and I've got 2 left. And Marshall's here with me. Marshall's here with me. Is that one a liquor? No. Well, you didn't lick the clay, so you're a bad judge. All right, so this one is 125. That one took me like 5 hours to make. Just being honest. That one wasn't in the book. Then this is my best Alabama Coastal Clovis point. It's got the craziest colors. And I'm thinking 150 on that one too. For a coastal clay point, that's just top tier. We don't get this colors ever. So we're selling stuff, Ricky, for mom and dad's Christmas. And they better not be watching too. Marty's in. Anybody else in? Anybody else want to get in on this? 150. Thanks, Tradbo. If Lewis saw me sell this, he'd pitch a fit. He'd pitch an absolute fit. We found this material together. The guy who owned the place passed away, and it was a really tragic thing. And this is the last time we went there together a few years ago, and we're about to leave, and he was like, "There's this really interesting boulder in the bag," and I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." And he was like, "No, seriously, seriously, we should. I want to hit into it." And I'm like, "Lewis, I'm tired. I'm ready to go." And he was like, he said, "Well, just look at it." So I came over there to look at it. I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, there's potential, I guess." But he smacked into it, and oh my goodness, if it didn't have the craziest swirls on this joker. All right. You want to so bad, Plebius, I'm telling you. You can. I think Buckskin's the only one that's in. 125 cent. All right. Dogma's at 152. Uh-oh, Marty, you got competition. Super lavender colors. I know. This is kind of the perfect Deep South flute right there. The other side's just a hair longer. Yeah, I've got 2 in right now. And we'll let y'all do like a mini bid. Y'all can go up $1 a piece or whatever. Uh-oh, Buckskin's going to go ahead and get you, Dogma. Buckskin's going to get you. Back up, Marsh. Look at him trouncing around. Back up, son. Back it up. There you go. All right, got Marty at 155. Suki, no, we only got 2 people in right now. This is why I love doing what we do. With the, you only have a couple people in. All right, I think Dogma, you gonna let him have it 155? Tallahassee Harden. I actually made one before, a huge one. I sold it like years ago. I'll have to make another one, huh? I got some Tallahassee sitting around somewhere over yonder. All right. Marty might get it. You gonna let him get it, Tomlinson? And there's always a little bit of lag, but didn't see you're in? Ah, oh, okay, no worries. All right, 155, Marty got it. What a smoker. Man, I'm going to miss this one. Again, when Lewis sees this, he's going to kill me. But I have another piece of this. It's smaller, though. It's smaller. All right. So only got one left. And that is this bowling here. Who wants a bowling for one? I'll lower it to 110 because I love you guys. Oh, Ricky, you see what I did back here? If you're still on there, I put up a big pegboard for my fishing lures. All right, 110 on this coastal bowling. Again, I never do sales like these. You saw it? Oh, thank you. And goodness, I've had these points for years, Ricky. Years. But they're going to go to mom and dad anyway, so it'll be all right. Did I tell you what I got them, Ricky? Those were, oh yeah, they are lures. They are lures. I may put some Flintknapping stuff up there too. You never know. All right, I'll tell you a little later. All right, who wants it for 110? If not 110, I'm going to have to lower it, guys. Jack's here. What's up, Jack? What's up, Jack? Oh, thanks, Tommy. I guarantee it, Mom's probably watching right now. Actually, no, they're not because they have church at 6, from 6 to 7. No, oh, shoot, I did it. But they're on Central Time, so they're in church right now. You got some good news too? All right. You love that one? All right, I'm going to have to dock it down to 100. And to make it fair, payment sent? All right. To make it fair, I'll dock it down to 60 for Tommy Taylor because I already said that he would get a discount if he wanted it. So it would only be 60 for him. But 100 for everybody else. And I couldn't go lower than that because we have it 3 times a day, Corbin. But that's where mom and dad go. They don't live next to me. All right, nobody wants it for that. I'm going to put it back in the case and keep it. Is it really? Oh, man. Well, I meant Tommy Taylor, but... All right, nobody wants it. We'll give it to Tommy for 60 extra. That's going to make a... I'm talking... Oh, man. Those two together are a dadgum stud. That is crazy. That is crazy. Ed, for everybody else, it's 100. I offered it 60 for Tommy because he bought the other one. And I said that if he bought both of them, he could have both for 200. But because I already lowered the price on the other, 100 wouldn't be a deal for him. So I went ahead and lowered it to that. And... But don't want to get rid of it for that. But in the grand scope of things, you got this one too. I think that's plenty fair. So perfect. All right. Tommy Taylor got it. 60. Sweet. Sweet. I'm going to have to delete this live stream so mom and dad don't know anything about what's going on. I hope they're not watching. They better not. Watch them not have Sunday service tonight. That would be tragic. I haven't seen them type tonight, so let's hope not. So we got to keep it a secret. Yeah, huge congrats. Huge congrats to you. You got my best clay point, Johnny. Well, I did make a really sweet clay point the other day, but that's my heritage right there. Ricky, did you see the point I made in the calendar there? No use bidding. No, no. It was $100 for everybody else, or 60 for Tommy Taylor, because he bought the other one. Yeah, you did. All right, cool. This is a cool little calendar. He didn't reach back out to me for 2026. Apparently, I'm not good enough. All right, by the way, been trying out Richard White's boppers. I like them. All right, hey, actually, that gives me a chance. By the way, thanks for everybody who got something today. So this is a fresh clay, and that'll go along with the old one. So this one I gave away for free to Mr. Johnny Boy. You deserve it, Johnny Boy. You're the best. Thin clay point. Yeah, you'll like that one. That one a liquor? No. You just stubborn today. Maybe it's cold. I got your bed out here, Marshall. All right, so this is the verdict on these points here. I have 2 nice Noonans announced. Sweet. Oh yeah, I did make that Noonan for you. All right, so here's the verdict. Let me put this aside here. I'm gonna break down these boppers. I'm gonna break them down, and y'all gonna get my honest thoughts here. So these are the set from Richard White. And these are the set from Mike Tufts. Plus a few other things, looks like. This is also from Richard White. And this, he doesn't make these. He made one for me. This is also from Richard White. All right, so here's the breakdown, all right? So the 2 biggest boppers in these probably have the same cap. This one's a little longer. This one's a little wider. All right, so first off, I love both of them, by the way. I'm going to be using all of these, just letting you know. And I may make another point tonight, so if y'all want to stay tuned for that, you can. First off, I think that I just have a gut feeling. Now, actually, both of these copper caps are from Nibco. So these copper caps look the same, although this one has more of a machine finished on them and this one doesn't. I don't know if that means much. Now, for the bigger ones, this looks like a little different company. This one, I don't know. But I will say it looks like this one's slightly taller. Something to think about. Now, comparing the big boppers, obviously handle size. This one's shorter. Now, concerning the handles, now, all right, I don't want to make anybody upset. I just want to be honest, and because I'm going to be using all these. I like Richard's better. They're way more smooth. They're baby smooth. That was one of my little critiques here. Is this is kind of very rough. Although you can make the argument you can hold on to it better. The smooth, baby smooth, I like it better. I just do. This thinner profile, I like better for shooting. The thicker is not better for shooting. This is going to be my whammer, bammer, slammer. So whenever I'm working spalls and stuff, this here is perfect. All right. Perfect. But whenever I'm doing fine stuff, I think I'm going to be using this. This is baby smooth. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Like, oh man, it's super smooth. And that was, again, my one critique here. This is a little taller. I like that. I just like this bopper. It's the weight is a little bit more proportional. For me, at least, in the big bopper. All right, moving down a size. Let's see. I think these are comparable. This is a different company, I think. C2CUPC. Again, this one's taller. I like it taller. Usually the wider it is, the wider of a flake you want. But the longer it is, the more it can shoot. Marshall, don't give me that sad boy face. And I just love the buttery smooth. These just feel better to me. But like I said, I'm gonna be using these every day. So again, one of those things. Drop down a size to this one. Again, same profile, but this is kind of that long shooter feel to me. Again, baby smooth. It's got plenty of feel on it. And this one I like. I will probably use these interchangeably. I like this one that much. I wish it was a little bit more sanded. Going down a size to the smallest size. I think these are comparable. Yep. Again, there you see these are brand new, but see on the right side it's a little bit taller. I kind of like that. I don't know. It probably doesn't matter much. And these seem to be more. This just seems heavier than this, and that's more productive for shooting for me. See, this is the C2 company, so I bet you they just kind of interchange. There's certain coppers that. But then he also has this itty bitty little whippersnapper. Tommy, oh, thanks, man. Thought you didn't even leave you got to tell me, like, you got to take a break, or this is for your Mountain Dew, or this is for a treat from Marshall. Like, got to tell me something, brother. But thank you. Anyways, this is a neat little bopper. I don't know how or where I'll use it, but I love that one. Just to put it as a display is really cool. All right, so these are sanded way better. These are not. Longer, shorter. Now I'll tell you what, if you're just trying to like wham blam, boom, cause some dynamite going on. These ones have good, like top heavy kind of, if you want to think about it like that. These ones are top heavy, but it's so long that it's distributed very well. I love these. But these are way better than the flintknappingsupplies.com. Way better. Way better. And I like this one. This one you see I put some work on it already. And I love the feel of it. This one again, these boppers are probably gonna be my, hold on. Let me just do this right here. Show you what I'm talking about. These are just gonna be my spalling because they do so well because it's got so much weight behind it. And especially for coastal, when you have all these cracks and doings, you need a heavy bopper that can actually shoot. And these shoot really well. Now, the reason I would use this over this is because of the feel and the quality. And this is not one of those, again, with the longer, seemingly longer, thinner, more shooter profile. I'm not trying to hit it right here and just smack it. Whereas I would be here. You see there's a long, wide 45-degree angle here. Here, I'm looking to hit like more up here. Not here, but up here. Just the way it feels to me. This one, the way it's top heavy, I'm not looking to shoot. I'm looking to mash. This one isn't really a masher. It's one I put my finger up here and I'm shooting forward. This one, like, I'm not going to put my finger up here. It's top heavy. It's a smasher. A smasher and a shooter, and it does a fine, good job at it too. So a masher, because of the long 45-degree angle, I may put my finger up here, but it's mostly just going to be, it's not going to be a shooter per se for me. And I feel like these can take a beating too. This one, like, if I'm doing it, it's gonna catch all the way down here. And I want to keep this one and keep the top flat. I want to keep the top on this one flat. I want to keep this one at a 45, if that makes sense. Smasher and a shooter. I think those those couple well together. Same thing for this one. This is going to be a shooter. This is not something I just want to beat up and ruin. I need to keep one set for fine work and one set for just straight up mashing work. Like even this one, I don't feel like just mashing. This one's going to be a shooter as well. So I'm going to be using a little bit of everything there. Now one thing that was interesting is this insert here. And I want you guys to be playing around with this kind of stuff, because like the designs and whatnot, I don't have the Allens in there, but see, this could become a shooter. It's got the right kind of feel to it. I don't want to ruin it either, especially with it not being in there. But yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. But so far, I love the pads of Mike. Man, his pads are awesome. They really are cool. His pressure flakers I haven't tried out yet, but the pads are really neat. The pads are neat. I like them. So there's my honest opinion, as honest as I can be. And again, Richard makes these humongous ones too. You can tell I put this one through the gauntlet. And he doesn't make this one, but he made 2 of them for me. So, see, I really gave this one some beating. So I would suggest both of them if you're looking for finer percussion work. For me, my feeling is go for the smoother, longer shaft from Richard White. These will be kind of my premium shooters. And then for smashing from biface to preform, or at least from rock to biface and a little bit further, we'll go with what I'm just calling the smashers. Way more top heavy, but you can get a good grip on them. And the top heavy nature of it just kind of plops right here. Whereas this one, it's not a plopper. It's more of a shoot in kind of. All right. I think that's why I've liked this one. This is lightweight. It is top heavy. You can bang it, but it's got more of a shooting kind of feel to it. Again, no strikes really along the side here, just on the top. All right, so there's my opinion. Now, I want to make another point here tonight. Big question is, can I do it? Can I do it? I've got this piece of coral that's been staring me in my face. It's a nice piece. And I'm trying to figure out Richard's boppers, so I reckon I'll use his. Oh, that was pretty. Man, Marshall Golay. Anyways, how do y'all feel about my analysis? Especially if you have the bopper. I think Hoosier got him some recently. A knife blade? What kind of knife blade? Like a typical one, or what you asking for? Or are you talking about something like kitchen work, something you get from Walmart? I doubt that's what you meant, but I'm not known for making knife blades, but I mean, I can make one. I have a bunch of Mike Tuss stuff, never tried a Richard White if those are Tuss pops. Yeah, these are tough. Yeah, so the thicker handles are Tufts, and I like these. They're not really sanded very well, but again, that you could say that that gets you a better grip. Um, but it's more of a smasher for me. I'm really, really in love with these Richard White ones. I like these are my favorite for now. Um, but again, I'm keeping it honest. You know, I want to be honest. So I like Richard's the best so far. But I like Mike's for what the purpose is for. I don't think this would be good uh, for the other. Question for the nappers here: how do you feel about Kia Cook? I think it works. I think it works fantastic. Now, I'm used to Coastal Plains Church, so you could say I'm biased, and you know anything that's better than Coastal works amazing. But I think it works well. You got to get you a consistent piece, right? So that's the first thing. It works well. The only knock on it is like you generally don't get much variation, so there's that. But I will say it works well depending on the pieces you get. It does work and nap well. That much I can tell you. But it's just, again, it's not my favorite. I don't know what the prices are on it. I know you can get some large pieces, so there might be one of these days where, you know, I get me some large Kia Cook pieces and show you what I can do with them. But nonetheless, doesn't Craig Ratsat have like a little quarry out in Mississippi or something? Missouri? But I will say, if you're looking at like smaller pieces of Kia Cook, there's no reason to buy Kia Cook. Yeah. It's always been difficult. Who'd you buy from, Hoosier? Out of curiosity. You don't have to say if you don't feel like it, but see why he does. Keep it with the work. Thank you, Andrew. I want to say, doesn't he own Neolithics as well? Or am I mistaken? Craig Ratsat. Flintknapping Supply. See, yeah. I don't know. Well, I bet you Justin. No, not Justin. Hey Tradbo, are you in the chat room? Yeah, you are. I did not get up with True. I have so much Tallahassee. Yeah. Now I was gonna say though that you thought I was the Gulf Coast Knapping Supply group on Facebook. I don't own that. I want to say that's the guy who owns Flintknapping Supplies, but I could be mistaken. Again, he took that channel name after I already made my YouTube name, but I'm not gonna, I mean, it's just a Facebook group, so he can have the name. I'm not gonna fight him tooth and nail over it, but anyways, I guess it can be misleading for people to think that I own that when I don't. Danny Collins said Craig owns a Kia Cook. Yeah, he definitely does. I want to say it's Missouri. Does a great job. All his supplies. Ed, you talking about Craig? Craig Ratsat? I've heard really good things. In Oklahoma. Ah, okay. Oklahoma. Huh. Oklahoma. Make it. Let's see. One of my points is the 12 Deadly Christmas Rock Connections. Oh no! Wait. Oh, on the Facebook group. Sweet. Well, there was I don't know. I don't really have a beef with the guy at all. I forget the context. I gotta try to remember the context. It was like I don't know. I don't want to call him out either. I feel like that's wrong. Anyways, I made an Abby point. And he said, that's not an Abby point. And I was like, what? And then he wouldn't like let me win the thing because he thought it was like, it wasn't an Abby. And I'm like, brother, I grew up finding these points. And I saw his post and he was going off like an Overstreet book. It looked so funky. It wasn't even like, it was just, it was all, and I'm thinking, what? Anyway, I don't know. That was a random point, but I was like, what? What? What do you mean? Doesn't look like an Abby point. What are you talking about? What do you mean? He has sold just about everything. Oh, I see. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. I go some Springbok horns last month. Nice handles. Yeah. Okay, all right. Ed, how you been doing these days, man? I know you're excited to get some rocks, so we'll get some your way soon. I am having a good day. Send you to Bo today. Oh, sweet. I bet you it'll come out good. I bet you. You need me to make you a Tallahassee harden to put on there? Is that what you... Well, I guess you can't put it on a bow. You could like inlay it if you wanted to, if I made it thin enough. Inlay a harden in the bow, but then the bow would stretch. You'd have to put it in a non-stretch portion. Alive and wife and Sephora. That's awesome, Ed. That is wonderful. That's great news. Horn bow. Ooh, sheep's horn bow. You think I have. Put it in the hand. See that? See, yeah, that would work. I'll make you a harden that small. How about that? No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Nah. Couldn't do that to you. That'd just be cruel. Hey Ricky, you still listening in the chat or you gone yet? 75 is getting you. Oh, your age. I gotcha. That's not too old. But I understand. I'm feeling the effects of it, and I'm a young fella. All right, I'll shout you out. Shout out to Bad Dogma. Oops, I said the wrong name. All right, Fossil wants a shout out. How loud do I need to shout at Fossil? Is there a limit? Been on oxygen for 50. Oh, have you? I would make a joke, but I don't. Since I don't know you, you don't know me too well. I don't feel comfortable necessarily saying it. I'll preface it by saying that. I was going to say, well, I think we've all been on oxygen for 15 years, but I truly do sympathize with you. I know that's not fun, ideal, or certainly what you'd want. But But maybe the oxygen will, maybe they'll keep you on oxygen another 15 years. Or 20 years, or 25 years for that matter. Logical apostate. Oh, wait. Logical apostate. I got you. Very nice piece. Love how you interact with the audience. My first stop. Oh, man. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. 50 to start. You have to. I'm going back reading some of your stuff. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. 15 years ago, they told you get your affairs in order. Man. How wrong were they, Ed? I tell you, you beat them. Man, thank you, Mr. Logical, or Mrs. Logical. I'm assuming you're a Mr. It's very kind. I try to interact when I can. Just making old arrowheads. Making old arrowheads. If you're comfortable sharing, can you describe the reason behind your name? I'm curious. You make rock jewelry? All right. Logical apostate is a very interesting name. Yes. Yeah, question to you. Yeah. If you're comfortable sharing. You don't have to. I'm putting you on the spot. As someone who enjoys logic, I find that a very intriguing name. Just sold a 3-window 30. Oh, wow. Hunt with those? No, but I probably could. If I so desired. I'll try to keep this white Cortex on here. I don't think I'll be able to. Take a novel, yeah. Ha! Not a problem. By the way, is Hoosier still on here? I don't expect you to be present for 2 hours, but I mean, this is some coral, some Florida coral. Good question. Oh, yeah. All right, Hoosier, might need you here. Logical apostate. Okay, raised in non-denominational churches all my life. Okay, I gotcha. All right. Raised in non-denominational churches. Gotcha. So I'm imagining kind of a band, kind of a concert-y atmosphere. And went to Christian school for 6 years. I imagine Protestant then, okay? Protestant upbringing of some kind. Sweet. Yeah, I'm doing my best here. Oh, you got the #1 badge for whatever that means, logical. I have yeah, who knows? Apparently you got a #1 badge. Sweet. Get that stone in Florida. We lived there for 25 years. There's a person named Johnny on here who can help you out if you're still here. There's something called pinhead coral, which can be found, well, a lot of places. Withlacoochee coral, but then there's also Pasco County coral. Pasco County is what's famous for its coral. So Pasco County is the ideal place. I was custom painting, but you need to chip the coral. This is called a copper bopper. Copper bopper. Kappa Bappa. The Kappa Bappa. Anyways, Hoosier, the reason I asked for you is because, anyways, we're talking about spiritual stuff, I imagine, here, so. I'm sure you would be interested in the little small discussion. I, unlike most of the people I was around, took it seriously. Did the thing near no Christian does and read the so-called holy book. All right, all of it. All right, I got you. The typical front to cover. I got you. Or front to back, cover to cover. I'm tracking. I'm tracking you. Genesis to maps. Florida, can you harvest that coral? Pasco County. Okay. So what's on? What's What kind of coral's that? It's just coral. Just coral. Pasco County coral, if you want to call it that. Timu is surprising me these days. I think the number one badge is just like the IQ. Oh yeah. Oh, I got you. I got you. Okay, I got you. I'll take a shot back at you if if you're the logical apostate. It would only make logical sense that you are logically last. And not. I'm joking. All right, you go ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening. And again, thank you for your donation. I do appreciate that. By the way, I probably shouldn't call it a donate. It's not a donation. You're gifting me that. I don't have a cause, like the Flintknapping cause. No, like I'm buying Mountain Dew with this stuff basically, and giving gifts to mom and dad. See question about. I missed one. Or the question, high IQs found exclusively on YouTube. Which version logical? Not being sarcastic. Just want to know. For amazing word. 4 barrel cars and Timu. Ooh. Was in citrus? I gotcha. Number one. I read, there was so many logical, I can't, you're probably talking about the high IQs one, I would imagine. Either that or the which version. See the question above. Or is that the basis of your question is, there's so many versions of the Bible. Hoosier, you still there, buddy? Just making sure you're there. I'm sure you are. I have many answers to that question, by the way. When it comes to biblical knowledge, the tops. Explorers are Jews and atheists. Doesn't surprise me. Unless we're talking about like true Christians, who like actually, yeah. Question is, how far into the Bible do you get before you see immorality? So I think you're getting to the question of the origin of sin. Now, the origin of sin is double-sided. If we're talking about human sin, then Adam and Eve. If we're talking about sin in general, well, it would only follow that Satan, although he be a created individual, was, of course, the deceiver before Adam and Eve. Let's see. Let me go back here. The question is in the question. All right, let me go back here. Question is, how far into the Bible do you get before you see immorality? All right. Well, let's backtrack. You got chapter 6, which is the whole world's immoral, and the God floods the earth. All right, you have the first murder, which is Cain and Abel. You have the first sin, which is the original sin. Not talking about the doctrine of original sin, which I have disagreement with, but like the original sin happened in the garden. But if you're talking about sin in general, of course, you have angels who have free will, and their free will can either choose to honor God or not. Let's see. That's not the question. Oh, forgive me. You might have to restate the question then. How far into the Bible? Oh, like chapter 3. Genesis 3. To the late 1800s. Funny enough, funny enough, there is some discussion about that. Like, how is he the serpent? Satan, number one, isn't God, so he's not omniscient, omnipotent, or omnipresent. I do believe he's an entity. I mean, he spoke to Adam and Eve. He spoke to the archangel Michael concerning the body of Moses in the book of Jude. He spoke to Jesus when he was in the wilderness being tempted. Spoke to God concerning the body of Job, or the body, concerning Job. So he's a personal being. He's specific. That's my bad. Oh, no problem. No problem. Cannot be the serpent because he was condemned to slither on his belly when later he walked with Jesus. Yeah, no, that's legitimate. The Bible says that the serpent was the craftiest. So the idea of Satan being a serpent, he was embodied in some tangible way in a serpent in the garden. I think the Bible is clear about that. But to say that he is a snake, he's not. He's invisible. Like he's spiritual. So he's not all snakes. He was a snake. But he wasn't a snake. He was the embodiment of and spoke through the snake. It's very tricky. But even Jews would have a take concerning that and have literature concerning it. Josephus certainly writes about it briefly. But as to whether it's, how did he embody somehow a snake? Certainly a good question. All right, we'll see you, Ed. You feel me? Tricky. Yeah, he was tricky. But the Bible does say he was the serpent. And in Revelation, it called him the ancient serpent. So he was he's also likened unto a roaring lion in 1 Peter 5. So it's not saying he is those things, but it seems evident to me that he was embodied in the serpent in Genesis. Not saying that he was the serpent, or his nature or essence is snakehood. But you could say the crafty nature of the snake certainly embodies him and his character. Today's your birthday? Happy birthday, Douglas. Out of here as well. Thanks, Jake. Oh, man. Well, glad you're able to come, Brennan, for a little while. You were awesome. I'm glad you're a new mod. And, dude, we'll see you next time, man. We'll see you next time. Absolutely. Thank you for being on here. The Bible has snakes, donkeys, dogs talking. You buy any of that, all right? Tell me, who's the first president of the United States? And this isn't a gotcha. It's just, this would be how I would answer you. No, it's not a shift. The answer is yes. If you're trying to box me in a yes or no, the obvious answer is yes. But I now have a question to pose to you. Do you believe in George Washington? Well, who do you believe the first president is? I just told you who I think it is. Love the red stuff. I do too. All right, Douglas said George Washington. Yeah. Technically, there was like, well, generally speaking, he's accepted. So let me quit that. I assume he'll say George Washington. But we'll see. We'll see. You might have a different take. Washington. All right. Now, my second question is, how do you know? Oh, dadgummit. So close. So close. Mountains of evidence. All right. That would be my answer to your question. Mountains of evidence. The Bible is not only prophetically true in thousands of cases. You say mountains, I say thousands. But it's true scientifically. It's true not only prophetically and scientifically, but also historically. Those are evidences to the fact that the God of the Bible is true. You know, you haven't seen George Washington. You were told in school that he was the first president, but technically he wasn't. But if you haven't seen them, you can't scientifically test them. You know, what do you have to base on the claim that you believe in George Washington? Well, the claim is, well, there's evidence for it. And I would suggest to you that there is a mountain or mountains of evidence for the historicity of the Bible. And so that would be the basis of my claim. That would be the basis. Let's see. Can't use the Bible to prove it. Why not? Why can't I use the Bible? What's wrong? You're taking away a really good source there. Yeah, it's like saying prove George Washington, but let's take all the major sources away. Like, yeah. Show it. Have you read Josephus? Who claims that there was a man who claimed to be God. The fact of Jesus' existence is not debated amongst Christian or non-Christian scholars. And the fact of the matter is, anytime that they do any studies over there in Israel or Greece, Turkey, which is Asia Minor, often the Bible is their source because the Bible's been proven right again. The Hittites, man, that was a big what if for so many years. The Hittites don't seem to be real. There's zero evidence for it until they found out. Past 100 years, oh wait, it's been right under our noses the whole time. And the Bible is proven to be factually true. There's a lot of evidence for it. Let's see. All right, later, Buckskin. Thanks so much. Counts are there of Jesus? When you say contemporary, curious what you mean by that. I don't think you looked into this as deeply as you want to have. I don't think you know me very well. Yes, Ava. I'm not sure what that means. That's not true, but I'm a mythicist. True about what? Everything I've said has been factually true. Josephus did claim that there was a person named Jesus who caused a ruckus. The famous historian. And concerning the Hittites, that just takes a Google search. So you said I'm wrong, and now you say, so what? Okay, interesting. All right, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. I'm certainly not going to be somebody who says, there's a God, deal with it. You know, I'll talk with you through it. You believe Jesus existed. Okay, cool. Cool beans. Why do you believe he existed? And Hoosier, are you still there? I feel like you've been silent a while. Where are you? Oh, there you go. What was letters 15 years? Yeah, not long. Good night. All right, we'll see you, Jared. Thanks for being here. Yeah, no problem. Logical apostate. Would you say you're a nihilist, existentialist, or atheist, or just agnostic or apostate? Because an itinerant rabbi walking around making claims is not at all remarkable. Okay, that's your opinion. I think it was remarkable to hundreds of thousands of people during that day when he was doing the things he was doing. I would say it's very remarkable. But I know that often when I do talk to folks about it, one of the first things they say, similar to you, is that's not a bad thing. It's a genuine ask is, well, prove it without the Bible. It's like, well, why do we have to take the Bible out of? I mean, the Bible is not like one book. It's a bunch of different people writing from different point of views, and oddly enough, they all align. Funny enough. But if you want me to do that, I can, absolutely. But I don't think we should disregard a primary source. That's why I don't contest his. I gotcha. So you believe that the Bible is true when it speaks of Jesus then? But that the Bible becomes false whenever it speaks of him doing miracles and such. Let's see. Circular reasoning. Yes, I don't accept any of the other magic. Okay. All right. Bible proves God. God proves the Bible. No, it becomes something for which the Bible becomes something for which there is no sufficient evidence. How much evidence do you need? What is it that would do it for you? Generally, I always start with kind of where you're at, like your belief system, and then if I'm talking to somebody, and then work them out of their specific belief system. I don't know kind of where you're at. I assume just agnostic. You know, you're curious slash don't believe, but I'm open to always help, of course. And I appreciate the back and forth. It's been cordial. No, not even all the. Comes 70 years after he got a quick question. Who met Matthew, Mark, and John? Who met? I wonder who John's. I wonder. I'm curious if you've read any of the students of Paul and John. Clement of Rome knew Paul. John had pupils who were under him, who wrote various letters, non-inspired. But Dogma, I appreciate you, Dogma, but I disagree with you, but we can be, yeah, you're still my buddy. You're still my buddy. Yeah. Well, the stream kind of went way outside. It did kind of, huh? Jesus did visit Native Americans. Interesting. I have no idea what would convince me if there were a God, but if there was one, it would absolutely know what would convince me in all of humanity. So far, that hasn't happened, and it's not your problem. So you don't know what would convince you. So are you saying there's nothing, or that there is something? Or there could be something, but, you know. In other words, I've talked to various people who would say, well, God would, I mean, I'd have to request something of God, like a lightning bolt to strike down right in front of my face, and then I'll believe. It's like, well, I mean, that's kind of the logic of Thomas, who said, I'm not, I walk with Jesus, and, whatever, but I won't believe until I see his nail-pierced hands. I just won't do it. I 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 won't do it. And then he saw it. He was like, oh. And, blessed are those who do not see and yet believe. I'm saying if there's a God, it knows what it is, and it hasn't done so. Interesting. If there is a God. In your current belief system, do you believe that, or would you consider yourself a nihilist? Which is that, whether it be Big Bang or whatever, however we came to existence, that there's zero purpose inherently in our existence? This is my normal train of thought when I'm helping folks. I think this will be helpful for us. Our purpose is what we make it. That's more of an existentialist view. You create, even if you are born without reason or um, any purpose, it's incumbent upon ourselves to create reason for us. So that would place you in an existential camp with Sartre, John Paul Sartre, and others. Let me see. Where's my little? Oh, there it is. There we go. I found it. Now, I didn't find my other little one. Oh, here it is. Sweet. I'm not arrogant enough to think that I could distinguish between a sufficiently evolved group of agents whose technology is godlike. Yeah, see, throwing around the term evolved is very tricky because there's like 10 different definitions of evolve. And generally, when evolve is thrown around in these discussions, it's like Big Bang evolve, and there's just no evidence for it. And even with the James Webb Telescope, they're looking back and expecting these. And you could say, oh, that's, but I mean, they were expecting, lesser formed galaxies because you're looking back closer to the essence of the Big Bang, but what they're seeing is full blown galaxies, which that's just one consideration. But yeah, generally that term of evolution is very loaded, and arrogant enough to think that I could distinguish between a sufficiently evolved whose technology is. And again, I would say it takes more faith to believe in evolution. I mean, we came from absolutely nothing. Nothing begot everything, and everything is nothing. Therefore, there is no really any morality at all. I mean, you could do anything that you wanted to, and just because it hurts somebody's feelings doesn't make it what is nothing. Nothing is nothing. That's the definition. The absence of X, Y, Z. But if in the beginning there was something, then I would wager it would be God. But that's a later discussion. That's further down the rabbit hole. No, describe it. I'm not convinced there's ever been a nothing. All right, so you believe that there's always been something. Okay, there's something that has always been. Thereby, definitionally, there is something that has been eternal. And I appreciate that line of thought because I believe it to be true, obviously. That there is an eternal kind of, bear with me, I'm trying to catch this little end here, get it perfect. I think this will work here. These clovises have to be precise. That there is something that endures, because if not, then this isn't even a finite world anymore. Or it is a finite world and it had a beginning, and the question is, where did that beginning have a, Big Bang, Big Crunch, the universe? And so you believe the universe always was. So if the Big Bang happened 13 point whatever, and it began from the smallest little iota atom, which seems far-fetched to me, because scientifically it's very nearly impossible to get order out of chaos. But nonetheless, where did that come from? And why was it there? Those are all questions science cannot answer. It's just not something that can answer. This could be bad here. Or it could be awesome. No, something that's always been doesn't suddenly become. Something, well, what do you mean something? So there was something that's always been doesn't suddenly become. So there's something eternal. There's something, so you're saying the universe has lasted never endingly. So you wouldn't believe in the Big Bang. I agree. You're actually one step further than a lot of individuals I talk to who say that we're finite, yet because we're finite, there's no need for God. Yeah, I think you're already one step further down the line there. Let's see. Okay. Big Bang, Big Crunch, infinitely. All right, so it's infinite. All right. So, what is your proposal? I'll just say, what's your theory for how you know it's eternal? If that's the argument you're making, how can you know that? And number two, for what purpose? Is there a purpose? Or do you think mankind is just looking for purposes, which is usually the answer there? Seeking out a purpose, so to speak. Great discussion, by the way. I appreciate you. Bro, that piece is gorgeous. Dude, thank you, man. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. I just got to hope that this next flute actually works. I'm very doubtful. I'm very doubtful. I don't think it'll do very well. Natural selection. See, that's another form of evolution. Or one that's proposed, I should say. But obviously my original question is, is there any purpose? But before that question, how do we know that it's eternal? Or to use your language, infinite. Yeah, how do you know it's infinite? In other words. And as soon as you're on here, I keep looking for him. He's my buddy. He would love these discussions. I'm sure he is. He's hiding. I find that model to be the most convincing. I'm not an astrophysicist, so I have to trust the body of science they put together. Purpose was your other question. Yes, purpose. Yeah, purpose. And I'll give you my answer to your first one. And after you reply, I don't want to overload you. I have the privilege of being able to say and talk whenever I want to, and you don't. So I want to give you that. Can I restate it? Yeah. So would you find there to be any purpose in this infinite life? If you want to call it life, you can call it whatever you want to. Existence. Is there any purpose for it? If you're basing it upon, a specific scientific theory, There are many. You're basing it on one. Would you say that there is a purpose, a why, a reasoning for the existence in which we dwell? Or is it just that man, I would imagine your answer is man is seeking for an answer because there is no purpose. That's what I'm assuming you'll say, but I could be mistaken. All right. For life, yes. All right. So there's a purpose for life. All right. This actually takes us down a very helpful, I think, rabbit hole, where inherently is that purpose. Probably not going to like it, but yes, biologically speaking, there is a purpose. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, certainly biologically. If you're talking about biologically, yeah, I mean, they're male and female were meant for procreation biologically, yes. So there is a purpose that has arisen, so to speak, in that regard. But just in the sense of infinite. I mean, we're just a little blip, right? We're a few thousand years, right? So you could say that our purpose, so to speak, is to procreate, but that would be in your worldview just to kind of propose, like, hey, like it'd probably be helpful for us and the sustainability for us to do that. I could see that. But for if it's infinite and we're just a itty bitty little whatever blip, then I would suggest that's a very insignificant or very unpurposeful thing. Like if there's an infinite, and we're just a itty bitty little, few thousand years in, we could say a trillion years, but it would be a trillion, times a trillion. But is there a purpose for all, or are we? If you're saying there's a purpose for us to reproduce, are you saying we are the purpose of the universe? Purpose of life is to create life. The purpose of consciousness is to create order. Yeah. But in an infinite scope, what is our little small iota? In that worldview of eternality with the absence of God, why are we inherently purposeful? Or have we given ourselves purpose for the sake, in that worldview, why have we given ourselves purpose? If that point turns into a Clovis somehow tonight, could you save it? Are you saying you're having to go? I'm about to be done with it, honestly. It's going to break right here. I already know it because I didn't set it up right. Come on. Yeah, I didn't set that right up at all. Told you. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I saved it for you, Tommy. Looky there. Ha ha. Oh, that's funny. Well, is what it is. You win some, you lose some, right? I told you I didn't set it up right. I should have did a little better. Wait. Sorry. I'll make you another one. How about that? I'll try to find some red stuff and I'll make you one. I tell you what, since I'm gonna have to go soon, it's been over 2 hours. My whole point that I would get to, so we're questioning the sanctity of life. I'm inferring. You know who I haven't heard much on lately regarding the sanctity of lives? Um, no, curious to hear. I think that would get into abortion arguments and a whole bunch of other stuff. You may be talking about animals too. There, I would disagree. But to wrap it up, because I do have to wrap it up, and y'all have been awesome, is that if there is no God who created the world, then just utter eternality makes no sense. Number one, that's not logical. We could say that it's logical, and we could say it's logical predicated on, some incalculable scientific theory, which changes every 100 years. Or we could say that it's beyond our comprehension. And when I look at the universe in the perfect order, it's very unlikely, based upon my analysis, that order comes out of chaos. When I throw this rock, I'm gonna throw this. Are you ready? I threw it. You ready? Did that rock become this right here? Well, no. Natural law, at least on Earth, matter can neither be created nor destroyed. But also more than that, if I'm throwing this on the ground, it's going to crush, it's going to dry. It's not going to become something very intricate and detailed where there's a demonstration of handiwork, where you see the intricacy of the human eyes and the nose and the feet and the hands, the intricacies of the earth and its gravitational pull, as we call it. That's just our way of understanding it. But to see all of the order amidst the chaos, it just doesn't make sense. Also, if there be no God and we have no purpose for living under, let me read what you said. Thank you for the debate and not engaging while napping. I think we could be great. Oh yeah, dude. Hey, I've thoroughly enjoyed the. And if you said something in my last little talk here, forgive me. I'll definitely go back and read it because I want to be. I certainly want to be fair. And I would say I would say it's me questioning you for understanding kind of where you're at. But also I think it's just helpful in general. So I appreciate it. I would also challenge you a little bit. And I'm sure you've probably thought about it, given where you're at, is number one, is there objective morality? I could go through a whole analysis to prove that there's objective morality. But if there is, and let's say that there is, where does it come from? I would say that it comes from God. And you would say there's no objective reality. So basically, in your viewpoint, and this isn't me so under your purview, everything is essentially subjective. So if I think it's okay to RAP blank, 50, 100 women, this kind of is what it is. Even if to God's mind, forgive me, maybe I'm not understanding. Can't have objective, even if to God's mind. Are you saying you can't have objective morality even if it's from God? I would say that God laid the foundation for the moral code. In the fact that he created us in his image, yes, but also through how he desires us to live through his revelation. So the Bible would be his revelation, what he's revealed about himself. Objective means dependent on a mind. Yeah, good question, or good statement. I would push back and say, where does our mind come from? And again, my answer would be God, and a nihilist answer would be from out of thin air, from utter chaos and just randomness. And again, that would go back to a logical argument of throw this on the ground, it just becomes an arrowhead. It's like, whoa. But more than an arrowhead, it becomes like 10 million perfectly crafted arrowheads, for sake of the logic. Hoosier! All right, we'll talk to you later, Hoosier. Hey, text me later or give me a call after the stream. Love to hear from you really quick. Yeah. Our mind is what the brain does. Is what the brain does. Our mind is what the brain does, Marshall. Yep. Our mind is what the brain does. Yep. Oh, he's loving that little scratch right there. Loving that little scratch. All right. Thank you. What the science says. Well, certainly our awareness and consciousness stems from the basic elements that form our brain. But dead men in caskets still have a brain. I suppose they do. Why isn't that they think? But basically all of it, let me read. I've not made any nihilistic arguments, but sure. But if I can get any contact info, I would love it. I tell you what, I try not to do that on stream, but I got an email, gulfcoastknapping@email.com. That would be a good place to just kind of chat back and forth. gulfcoastknapping@gmail.com. I can't always get back to you, but I can try. Don't think. See, that's exactly right, but they got a brain. So a brain, just because you have a brain, doesn't always mean that you carry the ability to demonstrate consciousness. That was the only point I was making then. Post that. I don't. It won't let me. It's funny enough. I'll write my email in there, and it'll just take it away. It doesn't allow me to post, but it's Gulf Coast Knapping, same as the channel, at gmail.com. Heart stop it. Well, let's say a heart has stopped for 10 years. You still have a brain, but that brain doesn't. And where does the brain come from? Well, procreation of mom and dad. But the brain wasn't there originally. It was originally, Anyway, that's getting a little too scientific. Nothing happened. Anyways, we made a lot of back and forth. My point of view is that if there be no God, then there be no true objective morality, but there has to be an objective morality, which I haven't proved yet on the stream because we haven't got to it. And but that if there is no objective morality, then I can do, say, whatever, and it doesn't matter. Why are there laws? Why? And one could say, survival of the fittest. It's like, well, why is that important? Why is life important? Anyway, there's 1,000 things I could go off of there, but anyways, I've enjoyed the back and forth, especially since you can't talk back. I try to be a little fair with you, but and God bless all, especially Marshall. Yeah, he's looking at me like, brother, it's time to go in. You ready to go inside? You wanna go in the house? Treat? You want treat? Oh, man. Oh, yeah. He can't stand that. All right, guys. Thanks for everybody who bought something. I'm very likely going to get all those out tomorrow. So, Exodus 21. Is that in reference to Moses and God or Aaron? Or one of the laws that's being pronounced. It's probably. Good night. Yeah, good night, everybody. Oh, what's up, Scott? Hey, buddy. Yeah, I've been away the past 3 days. I actually saw your message right before the stream. And yeah, I've been out of town. And I was just letting everybody know that pretty much all the boxes I've had to ship and all the points, even that we made today, we're shipping out if we haven't shipped them out. I shipped some out, let's see, Friday or Saturday. I think it was Saturday when I finally got back, early in the morning. That might have been where yours was. So I'll see if I can find the tracking. If yours wasn't in that one, then I'll send it tomorrow for sure. Because I'm sending I'm literally spending the whole day tomorrow, Scott, sending stuff out. So forgive me. And I don't know if you're a flint napper, but I'll throw something extra in there because usually it doesn't take this long. But I'm like out of town for like forever, and it's just I've had family over. It's just been crazy and hectic. So I don't know if you're a flint napper, but I'll I'll throw something in there just because why not? So forgive me. I apologize. um, no, no problem. No, thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. No, I appreciate you. Um, yeah, I'll find something to throw in there. Anyways, all right, Marshall's begging me to leave. So all good. Yes, you know. All right. All right, I'll throw something in there. You ready to go, Marsh? All right. All right. Thanks so much, guys. Thank you, Scott. Thanks for everybody who donated tonight. And yeah, thank all of you. Thanks, Scott. Scott the welder. Yeah, I haven't been live the past like 3 or 4 days. There's been a reason why, Scott. Forgive me. Anyways, we'll chat with y'all later. And thanks so much. It's been a great discussion. Great discussion. And Bad Dogma, we may disagree on a little bit spiritually, but great to have you in the chat, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You still got one of my best noonans, you turkey. All right, guys. We'll talk to you later.